Alright traders, good day. This your boy Money Flip right here. About to do the watch list for the week. Think this is going to be a good week with this being expiration Friday coming up. I actually look for the market to bounce a couple of days and then head lower as the week progresses. So with that said, I have the SPX chart up. We've already made this retracement back to the 38.2. So I actually think we do bounce here, based off of the retracement. I'll blow that up a little bit so you can see where it came and hit that retracement right on the money. If we were to go lower, the next target would be this 50% right here. With that said, it's about 8:40 Sunday night. Having a look at the futures. Yes. Okay, so you can see that it did open gap down, but then it's been a steady grind back up. So who knows what we may open tomorrow. Okay, at one point I think this was down about 12 points or so, 14 points. You can see the low was 1988. So be on the lookout for that. So like I said, I think the market actually does bounce a little bit the first couple of days. I'll bring up a SPY chart now, just so you can look at it. Sorry. Same thing with the SPY. I'll blow this up. You can see where it came back to that 38% level, just about. It's close enough. Fib lines are never exact, but they do give a good area, especially if you have confluence. So like I said, I'm looking for the markets to bounce a little bit, but we will see. I can only see what I look at on the chart. Sorry. So first ticker, and no specific order of what I like, but this thing looks like it's dead in the water. I'm looking for new lows out of this one. Okay. Yeah, 70.39, closed at 72.81. So I would look for this one to come back and retest this low. It's definitely on my watch. I hate to be buying down here, but any bounces I definitely would take. If I took it to the short side, it'd probably be just something intraday, but I more so would rather just bounce back up to the 50. As you can see what it did, came back down there. Same thing here. So if it gets another bounce up there, or any type of bounce, I don't think it'll make it back to the 50, but if it gets any type of bounce, say maybe back to the 8 EMA, I'd be looking to get short this thing again, because I think it does break this right here, especially along with any weakness in the market. Lockheed Martin, LMT. This one I've had on watch for about a week, really waiting on that pullback. You can see it's come back to the 50% retrace right there. So I'm looking for this one to bounce soon, and when it does, I will get long. So if we can get a good green close tomorrow, I'll start to get long Lockheed Martin. Next one is WYNN. I've had this on watch in some of the videos several times last week. You can see where it broke the trend lines there, came on down. I would love to see WYNN bounce a little bit, but I'm looking to get short this one when it bounces up a little bit. It may even only bounce back up to the 80 EMA or one of these trend lines, but it got out of that ascending triangle a little bit, so it broke that trend line. So in my book, it's a short. This one actually held up a little bit on Friday. This is why I really like this one. Got some confluence in the fibs, which is always nice. But as you can see, a little bit of kind of held that right there. So if it can, get another green close and head back up, I actually like AIG for long. Okay, might not be too long of a term, but I do like AIG for a nice little bounce here for 2 or 3 days. Gild. Okay, I've got a lot of lines drawn on this one. You can see I have 2 points of fibs drawn here and here, and this one on the inside as well. So see where we had that confluence right there on the longer term fib work. Confluence there, busted this confluence right here. This is sort of a channel that it was in. Okay, now that's not really great lines, but it does kind of help you see a picture. So my next target for Gild is this 100 area. I would love to see Gild bounce down there, but if Gild looks like it can't hold that area, this one could get it could get nasty, but I think Gild pulls on down for another day, maybe two, and then starts to hit higher, which I will have this one on watching this 100 level. That's what I want to see. I want to see Gild touch 100 and see what she does there. Next one is Netflix. Boy, this thing flushed real nice on Friday, and a few of us caught this in the chat room. So I've been waiting for a pullback on Netflix. I'm actually bullish on Netflix in the long term. So this is one that I really like when it gets good pullbacks. So you can see where Netflix basically closed right there at that these levels of retracement right here, the 618. Actually closed up under it. So I'm going to look for that one to, in some market weakness, to continue a little bit lower. But Netflix sometimes will do its own thing in the market, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to watch this one to see what she does. But I actually kind of like Netflix to come on back to this 100 level as well. I normally don't use this 786 line, but I had to stick it in there just to, give me an idea, maybe some targets, some potential pull back even further. So and 100 is a nice round number, so that's going to be key in my opinion. If I can get that joker down at 100, definitely going to get long that. Netflix. This is a good one that I really like. MBLY, MBLY, you can see it right here. It's sitting at support. Okay, let this thing pull a little bit further. It closed at 42.32. Okay, I'm looking at psychological levels, looking for 42, bust 42. I think you have the potential to really just push on to this low right here of 41. So basically, let me put a trend line on this chart. Got it. I could have did price level, but I just do it more with the trend line. I like that better. So you can see that pattern. I'm actually looking, I actually would like this one up a little bit higher, but I just drew it at the lowest one. But you can see if it starts to drift, I think it just comes on down and breaks it. So this one could be a nice swing short. I personally would like to see this one maybe bounce for a day or two, and then let me get a better entry in anticipation of this coming on back down and actually breaking that level. And that was MBLY. Price line. Nasty day. Not nasty, but it was still not good. So since this move right here, all the way up to here, we've retraced all the way back to the 618. I'm looking for the 618 to actually hold. If that 618 breaks, I think this one could come on down to about, in my notes I had it written at about 1265. So that's what I'd be looking at. I'd be looking for this one to come down to about the 1265 level. So I'd have maybe stick with 786 line in there as well. So next, Facebook. Facebook, something I've been waiting for. Gap fill, sitting on the 21 EMA. Trust me, I'll definitely be getting long this name soon. I just need some confirmation. I actually think this one eventually pulls on back maybe to that $100 level or somewhere close, but right now let's just see if it holds the 21 EMA and bounces. If not, look for it to come on back down to about 100. Might take it a day or two, but that would be a nice buy the dip on Facebook in my opinion. Expedia. This is one I've had on watch for several days. I've been looking for it. If you look at its longer term history, this is a 1 year daily, I believe. Yes. Each time it gets to that 50, you might sit there for a day or two, except for this one right here, but sits there for a day or two and just, grinds on back up. It's had one heck of a pullback, filled all kind of gaps, so I really like Expedia to the long side. Has a dividend right here. Let me see how you do this last dividend. Nothing crazy on dividend days. So I do watch for them if they have a habit of pulling even more, and if I'm thinking of getting in and it's a good time and the dividend day is right there, I may scale into the position or wait till after the dividend and see how things act. But I'm really eyeing Expedia for a long. and that would be, you know, a nice little longer term swing, I would say. A few more tickers. XON. Drew some fib work on this one. See how it's sitting right there to retrace. I'm watching that for that to break a hold. If it holds, I like this one to get long. If it breaks, it could come on down. It's just hard for me to. Some of these charts, you never know. I mean, look at this breakdown right here. How many days that was. Look at that, what that breakdown is. So when it's had these multi-day breakdowns, it's broken down quite a bit. So this thing could actually come on back a little bit further. So I'm just eyeing it to see if it breaks down and holds. I personally would have liked that one to break down even more. This one was strong on Friday. Nice little pullback. Closed right at the 38% retrace line. Green on that ugly day on Friday. So on a down, well, not ugly day, but on a down day on Friday. I really look for those a lot. You see how it came down here on the 50% and bounced right back up. So I really like this one to the long side based on that. Next, BMRN. BMRN, these were some old, I drew these lines in this one. This was in a wedge back through this area right here. And then it broke out, came on up, and now it's coming all the way back down. Funny thing is, when I extended those trend lines, because these lines were only right here, so I said, let me extend them and see how that looks, and extend it. So you look like it's bouncing that trend. It's holding this little area right here, nice little X pattern. So if this thing can bounce, I actually like this one for a long if it holds this lower trend line. This one that's highlighted right here. Okay, so that's just my take on XON. I'm sorry, BMRN. Oh, BMRN. Warehouser. I've mentioned this one a few times before. Had that buyout of Plum Creek Timber. I'm gonna see if this one holds that 50%. I would love for it to come on back to the 618, get somewhere back down here, and then get long, get a long swing on this one. VRTX. Nice breakout of the consolidation right there on Friday. This one's on my watch to head higher. Would love to see it pull back a little bit before heading higher, but close at the high of the day. Things probably going to maybe push a little higher, but we'll see how the market turns out in the morning. IXPL. Correct. What's going on, Thinkorswim? Sorry, had the ticker wrong. It's IPXL. Gosh, gotta take better notes. Anyway, I like how this one ran on Friday. Broke, started to curl back up. The ADMA was running back up. So this is something I do try to catch, is when that ADMA curves back up and they kind of hold that level for a few days. That's a nice time to like buy in and get long, because then you can hopefully catch some moves like this. Same thing pretty much happened here. Pretty much that's only it for now. But that was, things crossed back up, and you had a good run for 3 or 4 days there. And just for kicks, CMG. I think this company is really in trouble for a while. Man, look at that. It's a nasty flush on Friday. Supposedly, you're pretty much, you broke the 600 level, which I thought was key. If Chipotle bounces any, for 3 or 4 days, I'm going short this one. It's a little bit hard for me to short it all the way down here, but does have new lows, and I'm not going to say that thing can't go even any further, but Chipotle is not one that I like to day trade. It's one that I like to swing trade. So for me to swing trade, I need a better risk reward, and it's a little bit hard for me to just, short it, go short way down here. I mean, look where the thing has come from. It's down, what, 120 bucks or so? That's a lot. Anyway, that's the watch list for tomorrow and for the week. Always leave comments on the YouTube or ask me questions on YouTube. Always greatly appreciated. Just trying to help a lot of traders out there. Just doing my due. Anyway, like I said, hit me on Twitter and look for the next video soon. Good luck trading.